Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Beautiful You. My name's Jackie and today's video is going to be all about my November perfume tray. So if you're new to these videos, I do perfume trays every single month where I pick out 10 perfumes to focus on, and I do a recap of the month before so you can know how I feel about those perfumes and if I like them, if I'm planning on keeping them, decluttering them, all of my thoughts. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail, and if you like what you see, you like this video, then consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up, and to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I really appreciate you. If you are interested in seeing my perfume tray for November, then just keep on watching. Alright, you guys know the drill. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail about these fragrances. I'm not going to put notes up on the screen and all of that. I have 20 perfumes to get through, and we do not need to be here for an eternity. So let's start with the perfume I wore the most in the month of October, and that was by the House of BDK, Soir. I finished this entire decant this month, and I have fallen head over heels in love with this fragrance. I actually get really decent performance out of this too, which is surprising because I've heard from some people that this does not last on them. But on me, it performs really well, lasts all day. It's a moderate sillage, moderate projection. It's not super loud, but I definitely can smell it throughout my day. So I was super excited about that. And I love the pepper and ginger in the opening of this perfume. I just love that spicy cake, and then you've got these fruity notes, you've got quince, you've got some orange, so it does smell very fruity, but then in the dry down you get some woody notes, you get some patchouli. It's just so good, and I find myself craving this fragrance. Like, I actually feel kind of addicted to it. I know it's super hyped up on YouTube, but for good reason. I would say though, this is not a safe blind buy. This is not going to be for everyone. I don't think that ginger and the pink pepper in the open, or it's not pink pepper, it's black pepper, I think. But I don't think the peppery notes and the ginger are like everybody's cup of tea. I know for me, when I first smelled it, I was just kind of like, whoa, like I wasn't sure what I thought about it. But the more I smelled it, the more I wore it, the more I love it. And I absolutely have to have it. So Soir is definitely going to be added into my collection for sure. Another travel size I went almost completely through is by Mugler, and this is Alien Goddess Intense. I just adore this fragrance, you guys. I almost made it through. I didn't quite make it, but I did wear this one a lot in the month of October, as you can see. This is a moderate performing perfume, but it actually lasts a little bit longer than I thought it did, because my husband and I were on a road trip, and I wore this. I put it on in the morning, and we were about 7 hours into the road trip when we decided to stop and get something to eat. And we went into a Wendy's to go order, and when I walked up to the counter, the lady taking my order was like, "Whoa, what are you wearing? You smell amazing." That's the first thing she said to me, and she actually made me write it down. So I was kind of surprised because I couldn't really smell it on me anymore, but obviously she could. So this has better longevity than I thought, and yeah, I just think this smells incredible. This is kind of a cross between the original Alien Goddess and the OG Alien. It's not like beachy, sunscreeny like Alien Goddess, but it's not as strong as the OG. This definitely has the OG Alien jasmine vibe in here, but to me, it's a lot smoother. It's a little bit more toned down. It does have some coconut in here, but I don't think this is just a summertime fragrance. I feel like I could wear this all year round, and I actually felt really comfortable wearing it for fall. It has a lot of vanilla and a lot of amber in here as well, and it just smells so good, so smooth, so easy to wear, and it's fantastic. So I will definitely be getting a full bottle of this. I love this perfume. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, designer 2022 release. Yeah, I love this one. So full bottle worthy for sure. All right, let's talk about ZARA's Rose Gourmand. This is a dupe for Mancera's Roses Vanille. I think it smells a little closer to Roses Vanille than Intense Cafe because there's no coffee in here. This is just rose, amber, vanilla. It's that jammy rose scent. I got so sick of this DNA, and then when fall hit, I started craving it. So I actually wore this one a lot. If you can see the dent in here, that's pretty much all from this month. I wore this one a lot this month. I was really craving this scent profile. I actually don't want to put this away, But this is such a good fragrance as far as like bang for your buck. I think I got, this is an 80 ml, I believe, and I got this for less than $30. So, I mean, you cannot go wrong with this. If you love Rose's Vanille, get this one instead. It's a fraction of the price, and to me it smells a little smoother than Rose's Vanille, and it's so good. It's a beast mode, just like Intense Cafe and Rose's Vanille are beast mode. This is beast mode as well. This will definitely last you all day long. You will not have issues with performance. It's just fantastic. I think it smells so good and so great for fall. So definitely love this one. This is Rose Gourmand by ZARA. All right, up next we have by Swiss Arabian Casablanca. I love this one. You guys know this is my favorite Halloween fragrance. This reminds me of Halloween. It smells like green apples and caramel. This is not just a straight up green apple caramel. Like it doesn't smell like caramel apples straight up, but it definitely gives me that vibe. There's also woody notes in here, and there's some other, like, there's suede in here. So it's not a straight up gourmand fragrance, but it smells like a perfumey caramel apple, if that makes sense. I definitely pick up a little bit of the suede. There's also grapes in the opening, which I can't really make out grapes. Like, I wouldn't say, oh, there's grapes in here, you know, if I didn't know that. But I think it kind of makes it, I mean, it's pretty sweet. So I think the grapes really make this very, very sweet. You have to be into sweet fragrances because this is very sweet, but I just love it. This is also a beast, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. This is an affordable fragrance. I think I got it less than $50. This is a beast mode fragrance. Will definitely last you all day. You don't need a lot of sprays, and it just smells so good. It's juicy, it's green apple, it's a lot of caramel. It's just a fun fragrance that I really love. So I really enjoyed this one in the month of October. So if you're into semi-gourmand fragrances that kind of smell like caramel apples and you like strong fragrances, I highly recommend Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. All right, up next we have by the House of Oud. This is Dates Delight. I really enjoyed wearing this one this month. I love this one, you guys. You guys know I talk about this one a lot. This is another semi-gourmand fragrance. It's very strong as well. Like, I have no issues with the performance on this one. This is a Dates Delight, just like it sounds. It has some honey, it has some sugar, but there's also some non-gourmand notes in here. There's peony in here, and I believe there's patchouli in here as well. I'm guessing there's oud in here since it's from the House of Oud, but it's very toned down. I'm not an oud person, and this is gorgeous. So it's a semi-gourmand. You can tell it's not a full-on foodie gourmand, but it does have a lot of foodie-like touches to it. It smells like a dates dessert. Has a little bit of a Middle Eastern kind of touch to it that I really love. And yeah, this one is just so, so good. I highly recommend. If you like rich, decadent, opulent, amazing, delicious fragrances. This is also a unisex fragrance. I could see this on a man as well. So if you're a man, I think you'd enjoy this. If you're a woman, definitely. I feel very comfortable wearing this, and I lean more towards like feminine leading scents. So I just think this one is super just yummy, delicious, good performance. I love the bottle. Highly, highly recommend. Another fragrance I wore a lot of is Head Over Heels by JULIANNA'S Perfumes, which is so funny because I actually thought I was going to declutter this when I first got it. This was actually sent over to me by the brand, and when I tried it, I thought, ooh, the almond is too bitter. There's bitter almond in here, and at first it was just too much, like it was over the top. But as this has settled, I have noticed it's just better. It gets better and better with time. So when I first spray it, I do still get a lot of that bitter almond, but it just dries down to this sweet, delicious, powdery goodness. And it's not overly sweet, but it's sweet enough that, yeah, it gives me that sweet touch that I just really like. So it's very almond centric. This is a dupe for Kilian's Rolling in Love, by the way. And the sillage of this is intoxicating. This is an extrait de parfum, and I feel like the performance on this is really good. I know a lot of people have complained about Rolling in Love being not a great performing perfume. So if you really love that one, but you want something that performs a little bit better, try Head Over Heels. I think this is a really good dupe for Rolling in Love. And was one of my most worn perfumes for October. So that just goes to show, you know, you really got to try your fragrances out before you just declutter them, because this really was on the chopping block and now I can't get enough of it. So that is Head Over Heels by JULIANNA'S Perfumes, a dupe for Kilian's Rolling in Love. All right, Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal by Night. I actually didn't wear this one too much, just a couple of times. I did put a tiny dent in here. I just got this perfume, it's pretty new. This one, you have to really be in the mood for something extremely sweet. It is kind of like the original Scandal, but it doesn't have licorice in the base, and there's a added note of cherry, which I love. I think this smells so sweet, so sexy, so playful, so fun, absolutely perfect for date nights. This has really good performance. If you love cherry and honey fragrances, if you love sweet fragrances that will make you feel super sexy, then I definitely recommend this one. I've been enjoying it a lot, and I do like the original Scandal as well, but this is a nice little fun twist. I've been enjoying cherry in my fragrances a lot lately, which I think a lot of people have. Cherry's been kind of having a moment lately, right? Like every perfume that has been coming out lately has cherry in it, but this is a good one, so I really enjoy this one when I'm in the mood for it. Like I said, it's very sweet and it is very sexy, and I just have to be in the right mood, but I do really like this one. I also loved by Lolita Lempicka Lolitaland. This one smells to me like a boozy root beer float, and that's not what everybody gets out of this. There's a lot of notes in here. There's like peach and Bellini in here. Some people get a lot of the peach. I pick up a lot of the plum, and somehow it translates to a boozy root beer float on me. I'm not sure. This is one of those fragrances that I feel like is widely interpreted by a lot of people. People pick up different things because, again, there is just so many notes, and I believe there's licorice in here as well, which I'm a big fan of. I love this perfume. It's very sweet. This has really good performance. It's another very affordable option. I think I paid less than $50 for it, and it's just such a delicious, yummy, fun, sweet, gourmand fragrance that could possibly smell like peach Bellinis or boozy root beer floats, just depending on your nose. So yeah, I definitely would recommend giving this a try. I don't think this is a safe blind buy. I don't think this is going to be for everyone because of the licorice note in here, but I love licorice in my perfumes, and I think this is gorgeous. So that is by Lolita Lempicka Lolitaland. All right, up next we have by Xerjoff. This is Bouquet Ideale, and this one is a very woody fragrance. It's a sweet cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, and woody fragrance that I think is super sexy, and I've really been enjoying this. I really love this bottle. I definitely want a bigger size once I go through this one. I have just been loving this. My husband loves this fragrance. If you love cinnamon and nutmeg, if you love woody based fragrances, yeah, this is so good. I really enjoy this one. I think it's sexy. Like I said, my husband really likes this one as well. So this was a successful blind buy for me, and I love that my husband loves it. We're actually going out on a date tonight, so I might wear this one. I haven't put a fragrance on yet because I can't decide what I want to wear tonight, but it might be this one. I do really love it, and it has really good performance on me. So that is Bouquet Ideale by the House of Xerjoff. All right, you guys, and the last fragrance for the month of October. I did not wear this one very often because I found it to not be a very good performing perfume. However, I heard a lot of people say to just wait, let it set for a little while, and that it will grow stronger. So that's what I'm going to do. But this is by the House of Guerlain, and this is La Petite Robe Noire Intense. So instead of cherry, there's blueberry in here. I love this perfume. This is blueberry and cotton candy. It smells a little bit like Sophia by Sofia Vergara, a little bit like Coco Mademoiselle in the dry down though. So it's almost like you took Coco Mademoiselle and then you added in a lot of blueberry and a lot of cotton candy, and you get this fragrance. I love the bottle. I love the color of the juice. I just love everything about this fragrance. But when I wore it, this is a new bottle as you can tell. When I wore it, I was surprised at how quickly it faded. I don't remember a lot of people saying this is not a good performing perfume, so I was really shocked about that. And I mentioned that in a video, and a few people said just give it some time. Like, just put it away, let it sit, let it macerate, and it will become a strong perfume. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I think I wore this twice in the month of October, but I'm just gonna put it away. I'll bring this one back out in a couple of months and retest it because I really love the way this smells. But yeah, right now the performance is not great. hoping that it will change for sure. I'll keep you posted. All right, guys, let's get into November's tray. I'm super excited to pick out 10 new fragrances to love and focus on. I will say though, because of the Sephora VIB sale coming up, and I also have another haul that will be coming to you very shortly, I have a lot of new perfumes I have added into my collection, and I definitely want to play with those perfumes as well. So I might have a harder time this month sticking to just these 10, but I will do my best. So the first one I'm super excited to use and pull out because I have not worn this in quite a while. This is by Lancome, and this is La Nuit Tresor. I love this bottle. I think these like diamond shaped bottles are super fun, super cute. And yeah, I haven't worn this one in a very long time, but I absolutely love it. There's a big strawberry note in here, and I am so excited to wear this. I sniffed this the other day, and I remembered how much I love this perfume. This is a really decent performing perfume if I remember correctly. Like I said, I haven't worn this one in a while, so I'm really excited to refresh my memory on this one. This has a lot of notes in it. It's kind of a darker fragrance, but it's not super dark. Like, I think this would be a good day or night fragrance in my opinion. Has a lot of fruits in it, but the number one fruit I smell is the strawberry, but there's also pear, tangerine, and bergamot in here as well. There's some praline, caramel, there's lychee in here. There's also some incense, coffee, there's licorice in here, which you guys know I love. I just think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. And I have paired this in the past with my strawberry pound cake lotion by Bath & Body Works, and I feel like the strawberries combined together in here are just going to be magical. So can't wait to pair these two together. It is time for me to pull out by Mugler Angel Muse EDT. I love this perfume. This was a perfume I didn't even like when I first got it, but this just smells like passion fruit. It smells like hazelnut spread, like Nutella, with some passion fruit and some patchouli. It's very interesting. It's fruity, chocolatey, and earthy all at the same time. I find it an incredibly interesting and kind of odd combination, and yet somehow so incredibly addicting. So super excited to wear this one. I just love this fragrance, and I finally get to pull this one back out. This is an EDT, but it performs like an EDP. I have no issues with the performance on this. I do get a lot of the hazelnut in here, which I love. So this really does remind me of Nutella, which I'm a big sucker for Nutella. So love this one as well. Cannot wait to wear this. Up next, we have a perfume I'm super excited to wear. This is by Givenchy, and this is L'Interdit Rouge. I am so excited to wear this. I got this in like the summertime. It was hot. I couldn't wear it during that time. It's very spicy. It's very strong. It has a lot of the EDP L'Interdit in here, but then they added some pimento leaf in here. They also added some ginger, I believe. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's spicy, but it's got that tuberose in here, and it just smells incredible. So if you are a fan of spicy and sweet fragrances together, and if you like tuberose, I think you should give this a try. The tuberose is toned down a little bit more in here than it is in the EDP version, but yeah, the Rouge version is definitely something I truly enjoy. Cannot wait to wear this one in the month of November. All right, I'm gonna pull out one that I have not worn in a very long time, and I don't know how I feel about this fragrance. So this is time to get reacquainted with this fragrance and see if this is something I'm gonna keep in my collection. This is by Jimmy Choo, and this is Illicit. This is a gourmand, but it smells almost kind of fresh at the same time. So the opening of this has ginger, and I definitely pick up the ginger, which I like. I really like ginger in my perfumes apparently, but I love ginger. And it has a lot of caramel in here as well. I don't remember, I think I really like this, but like I said, I need to get reacquainted with this one. It's been quite a while since I've worn it, so I will let you know. I don't really remember about the performance or any of that. So I need to, I just need to kind of get reacquainted with this one, and I will come back at the end of the month and let you know how I feel. If it's gonna stay or if it's gonna go. All right, you guys. This perfume is going to be on November's tray, and it will also be on December's tray, because this is the perfume that I wear during the holidays and I'm the most excited about, and I talk about it all the time, so I'll be very, very, very brief, but I love this perfume and I am so excited to wear this. This smells like coming home for the holidays for me. This is by Kilian Angelshare. I'm not going to talk too much about it. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel, this is my favorite perfume of all time. Boozy, cinnamon, apple pie with some woody notes. Fantastic performance on me, and I can't get enough of this fragrance. So you will see this on November's tray, and then you will see this again in December, because I love wearing this like for Thanksgiving. I also love wearing this on Christmas. Yeah, it's just, it smells like the holidays to me. So definitely going to have this on my tray for the next 2 months. And I can't really talk about it too much because I'm sure you guys are just so sick of it. I know I'm not the only one who talks about this fragrance. I know a lot of people have been raving about Angel Share. Also, the Sephora VIB sale is going on right now, so if you do have your eye on this, you can get a little bit of a discount. So anyway, love this one. Highly recommend if you like cinnamon, apple pie, and boozy fragrances. Also, if you like woody fragrances. This is also a unisex fragrance, so if you're a man or a woman, I feel like it is great for both. And yeah, my favorite perfume in my collection, and I'm so excited to have it on my tray finally. All right, up next is one that I have been craving like crazy, and this is by Axidolo. This is Love and Crime. This is another one I've been talking about a lot lately. This is such a gorgeous gourmand fragrance. If you love Lyra by Xerjoff, you are going to love this. They smell similar, but this is more orange. This is a spicy orange. It's got anise in here, and it also has pink pepper in the opening, so there is a bit of a kick to this, which I didn't really realize, and I love. I love spicy and sweet together. I love that. I think it smells so good. Also, this has orange in here, so I think Lyra is more lemony. This is more orange. It smells like a spicy orange sponge cake is exactly what this smells like. This is a full-on gourmand to me. It has like cacao and vanilla in the base. Oh, it's so freaking good. And the performance of this is really, really good. This lasts all day, and that sillage, that scent bubble I get from this perfume all day long, it's so good. I could just literally smell myself all day long. So very excited to have this on my tray. I try not to use this one too much because it's expensive, and it's just this little tiny bottle. That's the only downfall. I really wish this bottle was bigger, but whatever. I just love this fragrance. So I am super excited to smell like spicy orange sponge cake this month. All right, up next we have by Ellis Brooklyn, and this is BEE. This is a travel size. And this is such an interesting fragrance because when I first got this, I didn't really care for it. There's a brand note in here that I did not like, but now that I've let it set, I actually retested this out because I was actually going to declutter this. I retested it and I actually really liked it. So this is honey. It's a lot of honey. There's also rum in here. I apparently like boozy notes. I have discovered that I am pretty much a fan of boozy type scents. I love when there's liquor. I love when there's liquor in my perfumes. But yeah, I love that boozy vibe that these perfumes give. This has rum, this has honey. It's so good. There's cinnamon in here, which I love cinnamon. It smells like the holidays for sure. But there's also bran in here, which kind of tones it down, like tones the sweetness of this fragrance down. I think this is full bottle worthy for me, but I'm not 100% sure on the performance of this. So I will test it out properly and let you know. I don't think this lasts a super long time. That's the only thing that's holding me back, but let me test it out and I will report back to you at the end of the month. All right, guys, another fragrance that doesn't last very long, but I just love it so much I don't even really care. I just love it for this time of year. This is like the perfect fall fragrance. This is by Clinique, and this is Cookies and Kisses. This smells so good. This is like a very feminine version of By the Fireplace to my nose. There's chestnut in here, and it's definitely got something sweet going on in here, so it smells like you are roasting something sweet or making something sweet by a fireplace, but the fireplace part is toned down. So By the Fireplace by Replica is way too masculine for me. I cannot wear that fragrance on its own. I have to mix that with like a vanilla or something like that, and even then it's too much for me. This is the feminine version for sure. This is toned down. This is so good. It's a little misleading because it says cookies and kisses, so you would think it's like a cookie type of gourmandish fragrance. It does smell like something is baking for sure, but it's more of like a chestnut. Yeah, just a toned down version of By the Fireplace and a lot more feminine leaning, if that makes sense. So I really love this one. It does not last very long. I get about 4 hours out of this perfume and that's it. But again, I like to wear this one at night when I just want to be cozy, like when it's cold outside and I'm just going to curl up on the couch and watch like a movie or something like that. I love spraying this one. So very cozy, very comforting, very sweater weather type of fragrance. And yeah, even though it only lasts about 4 hours, I still just love it. So that is Cookies and Kisses by Clinique. All right, I'm super excited to put Love Fest Burning Cherry on my tray by Ideale. I tested this one out. I did a full dedicated wear test. I will link that video in the description box if you are interested in more information about this fragrance. I have been I mean, there's a pretty good sized dent in here already. I've been testing this one out a lot. I feel like the dent is a lot because you have to overspray this fragrance in order to get it to perform. But I do really love the way that this smells. So I won't tell you too much about the fragrance because I did do a dedicated video on it. If you want to know all the details about it, check that out. But I do really love this one. I love the way this smells. I just wish it was stronger and I wish it lasted longer. I wish it projected more. But I do find if I overspray it that it's decent. It's okay. I get about 4 hours. 4 hours of wear. So I'm going to experiment with this one. I'm going to layer it with some other stuff. I have a Bath & Body Works lotion that has cherry in it that I'm going to try with this one. And I'll report back to you at the end of November and let you know how I feel. But I do really like the way this smells. It's cherry, it's Palo Santo. It's really gorgeous. But yeah, I'll let you know my final thoughts on this at the end of the month after I've had a chance to play around with it a little bit. All right, the final fragrance to go on my tray for the month of November is pretty new to my collection. This is by Mancera and this is Choco Violet. If you like chocolate, I love this perfume. I just love it. This is not what I expected it to be really. I mean, it's kind of interesting because it's got violet in here. And normally I don't like violet, especially with chocolate, especially with something really, really sweet, because sometimes it comes across to my nose like cough syrup, but the violet that is in here, it smells like those delicate like violet candies, and the chocolate in here, I think there's hazelnut in here as well. So it's kind of like a creamy milk chocolatey perfume, but there's also orange in here as well, and I do pick up on that. So it's kind of an orangey vibe as well, and then you get the violets. I don't know, it's really fun. It's not a straight up chocolate perfume at all, but I definitely pick up the chocolate for sure in here. It smells a lot like Chocolate Greedy by Montal, but there are enough differences in my opinion between the two fragrances. I've actually compared them side by side and I do pick up on the differences, but I just think this is such a perfect fall fragrance. I'm really, really excited to wear this one. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Those are the 10 fragrances that I am picking for the month of November. I do have a couple of haul videos coming up for you, so stick around for that. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss any future uploads. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!